Warning, the following is a long list of warnings. If warnings offend you, do not watch this show. Warning, this show contains adult themes. If you are not an adult, do not watch this show. Warning, this show contains a lot of offensive language and may contain graphic content. If you're a Karen, do not watch this show. Warning, this show may contain shabby impersonations of celebrities. If you are a celebrity, represent one, or think this is unfair, do not watch this show. Warning, this show contains what could be seen as controversial and subversive ideas and opinions. If you can't handle differing opinions, do not watch this show. Warning, this show actively shows the consumption of tobacco, cannabis and alcohol. If this offends you, do not watch this show. Warning, this show may discuss topics including, but not limited to, those in the realm of politics and conspiracy theories in a politically incorrect format. If these topics offend you or make you uneasy, please do not watch this show. Warning, the producers of this show will do almost anything for a laugh. If comedy or extreme comedic premises offend you, please do not watch this show. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the producers, affiliates, ISPs, streaming platforms, advertisers, partners or alike.
Coming to you from an undisclosed location inside the beautiful land of the Blackfoot Confederacy and Treaty 7 territory, Big Nate Productions presents Getting Laid with Nate.
Pizza Police is not affiliated with any law enforcement agency and only handles pizza-related offenses.
Hey everybody, welcome to Pizza Police. I'm Norm, the OG Pizza Monster, and with me as always, the ill-advised, the universally despised, Chad the Reckless. And here today, we are in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, in the middle of January, reviewing pizza. We're here in Bowness, and we are at Beacon Square Pizza. That's what the place is called. Right over there. Hey, how's my hair? I'm dying. I'm dying. Chad, read this pizza is right. That's what we do. Would you do the honors? You have the right to remain cheesy. Any sauce will be used against you in a court of press. There you go. All right. So we're going to rate this pizza out of 10. And we're going to give you our thoughts on it. Ooh, that's hot. Very cheesy. Cheese is probably the best part for me. Good crunch on that crust. I like the crunch. There's not too much sauce. I'm a sauce guy. I don't mind if there's too much. This is to my liking. I'm going to say 7.1. I'm going to go with a solid 7. Nice even 7. Just so everybody knows, safety first. Social distance. Pizza Police. Until next time, obey the Pizza Police. free pop. We got a free pop.
Whatever you say, I'm going to disagree with.
Pull my hair out with these shades. We're going to do the honors. We're going to get Chad. I'm dying. I'm dying. We're going to get Chad. No.
There we go.
Don't die. Don't die.
All right. Sorry about that. Fuck. I'm all flustered. Yeah. That's. I want to thank Norm and Chad for doing that. That is actually the physically closest pizza place to my house, and I've never eaten there. So that review was really helpful for me. Again, hi everybody. Good to see ya. Sorry I was muted. I was so prepared that I was not prepared. Yeah, so thanks again to Norm and Chad. And we're going to watch another episode of Pizza Police in a minute. But before that, we're going to talk to my friend Cory. He's got a show coming up that sounds like it's going to be pretty hilarious. I got to track him down and talk to him for a few minutes here. So check it out. Hi, everybody. I'm here today with my pal Cory. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, Nate? It's going great. Just, just keeping it real.
Fucking rights, man. So you have a show coming out. Tell me about it. What's it called? What's the deal?
Well, right now the ongoing show name is called The Cory Show, but we might change it to, there's a show called Cory in the House, so we might call it Cory in the Web. Just the ongoing show. It's basically just a show about me, and that's about it. Things I like, I'm doing it, so really no structure. I've been asked quite a bit, what's your show about? And I had to think for about a good solid 2 weeks there. It's like, you know what, I don't know, but you know what, I'm just going to film what I want to film and do what I want to do and invite some cool people on it. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
Hell yeah, man. No, that's awesome. So it's just fresh off the top of your head every week?
Yeah. Well, I have a couple segments I'm working on, so I'm going to steal one off of the comedians in cars getting coffee, but it's going to be musicians taking the bus getting a beer.
Whoa, I like it.
As
That's a
soon as the
good idea.
pandemic comes up, I'm going to be doing that one there. I had a couple other ideas, but they're kind of just a work in progress.
Yeah. Having ideas is one thing, and filming them and doing it, and and then it being funny is another thing. It's hard to do.
The cool idea I had about that magicians taking the bus, getting a beer, is like how they do it on there. Jerry, he gets a specific car for a person's specific personality. So I wanted to take a person and choose a bar that I think reflects how they are.
Dude, that's gold.
So
I love it.
that's a cool concept thing there. There's one thing I got going, and I got a couple skit things going on, and then me just yammering. I actually got into Pokemon cards because they're really hot right now. My buddy has, so I might do a couple Pokemon card, whatever things there, just like it is. It's basically what I want to do some music stuff. I'll do some bass playthroughs, but talking to some people, brief conversations, be good to have on there.
Yeah, cool. So some interviews, a true variety show.
Yes, I got a weather report with the weather man will be announced when the show goes on, but it's gonna be a good one.
Nice weather report.
Yeah. First idea I had going was to have it like the Saturday Night Live, like their weekend update, that kind of style there, parody of the news. But I was like,
sure,
I don't even know if I can make what's going on funny.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is. We were just talking in the pre-interview. I say that every interview, but how it. Like I can write riffs. It's so hard to write comedy. It's crazy. Like when it's like, hey, now do it. It's like, wow. So I'm good for you, man. I'm pumped. Let me know if I can assist in any way. I'll technically or otherwise. I want to see this go well. So
yeah, it's gonna be good. Well, the main idea I have here is for it's gonna be. I don't have a Facebook page yet, so I'm working out the kinks on my personal one there. But I want to put up a media kind of conglomerate of will be a media thing where it'd be my show, another friend's show, and another person's show. Basically, I have the equipment, so I want to help people make their show. So I just shoot it, edit it, and then it'll be in seasons. So season 1 is planned to have 3 people. We got a cooking show and a guitar playthrough show going on. And then it'll be shot every 2 weeks. And season 1 will be like 3 episodes, and see how it goes from there.
Awesome, man. Let's take a minute and just show the people the promo for this. Is that cool?
Let's do it. Yes. I'm sitting here with Mr. Asshole over here. Yeah, I said that. So we just want to announce that our show will be premiering. You said this internet show is going to be out in November. It's February now. It's almost February now. Is this going to be happening or not? Is it going to happen? What? That's what we're doing right now. Fine, leave.
You know what? I'm out of
I
here.
don't care. Well, people, here it is. The internet show that nobody asked for, but the one you're going to get anyway. It's coming this Friday. It's going to be posted. Asshole. He's not going to post it. Yes, it is. That's. I'm telling him. No, fuck I'm going to be posted this. No, he's not going to post it. Fuck you. Fine, you want to do this? Here, you can do it. Yeah, I'll do your bullshit show. Here, let me show you. So, Joe and Cory, this Friday, for a show, as he has some guests going on, some special guests, a couple friends joining the show with us on Friday. So here we go. Friday, it might happen. Enjoy it. We'll see you there.
So your show is premiering this Friday?
Yeah, get a triangle for this Friday.
All right. Well, that's the same time as my show. Hopefully.
Maybe I'll do it Saturday. Polika. Yeah, I knew it was going to be posted Friday, you asshole.
Well, I just want to throw it out there that I'll totally, if you want, I'll replay it. I'll be your little media conglomerate for the moment, if you like, because I always need material and stuff and guests that are funny and.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna try have it. I have a couple things I gotta shoot tomorrow, but those ones gonna be hard. I have this that Force Ghost thing. I have a couple more of those to do. So basically, what the scene is it's all this coronavirus talk about like, oh no, just you watch the news and it's like quick shots, and then it's me getting up quick, then driving off into a middle of the field and going no, yelling into the camera, and then a Force Ghost comes, and it's like it's like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, you're supposed to make the greatest internet show of all time. But the hood is covered. It's like, who are you? It's like, well, who else this awesome can tell you this information? It's you. Then we look at the camera, which is good.
Nice. I mean, so let's talk about editing for a minute. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Good job in the editing in that promo. That was neat.
Yeah, actually, I'm more creative in that kind of way there. So I actually just learned all this in the past couple months during quarantine, just hours of YouTube and whatnot. I got a camera that my wife got me for my birthday. So then I just downloaded Adobe Pro. And before, a couple months ago, I had no idea how to use it, what it was. I looked at it, then just a month later, just YouTube and stuff and how to work it, and it was pretty much that simple it came to. But it's good. I like it. I like this kind of work. I like.
Hell yeah, man. Right on. That's kind of one of the cool things about the quarantine, if that's possible, is stuff like this, right? We're forced to figure stuff out for ourselves. And
there's only so much Netflix I can watch.
yeah. It's all done. I've watched all the good ones.
So a future show I have planned is I'm going to have an award show for 2020, and it's called The Corys. But every award I will win. So it's basically just an award show to give me awards. So they're called The Corys. And then there's going to be different things. And then I'm a recipient of every award. But it's like the characters I have in the show will be winning them.
Right. Yeah. That's the magic of editing, right?
Yeah, right there. So we have some guests, some guest presenters. So maybe you could present the award for, best late night talk show guest for the year.
Nice. Cory. I love it. And who's that guy that everybody rips on you about looking like all the time? He's got to be the special. He's got to be the celebrity guest presenter.
Yes, my wife was the first one that started that, and it's just been a snowball from there everywhere.
It is funny. You can find pictures of you where you look just like him. It's super weird.
Yeah, even with different looks, that look he does.
That'd be so funny. He's
That's
like
what it
doing an
was.
impersonation of you or something. It'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's what it was for Halloween. I should have won that Halloween costume contest we had for our live stream, but no. I did a video of that too when I was just editing on the phone here using the phone that iMovie, but I was like, nah, this is a little bit this doesn't work for me.
That's hilarious. You're editing your show on your phone.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
yeah, on the fly kind of stuff, but I like using the Adobe Pro.
Oh,
A big
yeah.
reason to why I didn't upload anything to December is because I forgot to pay my subscription, and I was too lazy to put money into the MasterCard, even though it's just like doing like that. I was like, nah, I guess I'll wait. Then finally today I had to post something and I was tell my wife, I was like, yo, you gotta transfer money into there, which is good.
Yeah, I know. Everything's pay by the month now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and back to the Pizza Police. Oh, that is one of the greatest shows I've seen. Kyle Dorr actually showed me that yesterday, and I was like, "Wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen." The editing in there is so awesome, especially with the intro. And you're like,
Yeah, they were awesome enough to let me play both episodes or both of their episodes on this episode. So right before our interview here, everybody just saw number 1, and then after it'll be number 2. Thanks, guys.
especially the pizza rights.
Yeah.
I've seen the what's that? You ever see the Barstool Sports with that El Presidente guy who does the pizza reviews?
You know what? I've heard so much about Barstool, and it's like a huge phenomenon, and I feel like it's like I've never watched Joe Rogan kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just seen it this year. I was just scrolling through Facebook videos. That's where I spend all my time. I seen that, and there's a dude like reviewing pizza. And it's like, wow, that gets madly addicting. Just sitting there, next thing it's like 3 hours past. I'm so glad that someone did that. I did that, and took that idea, and just made it like 10 times better.
Well, it's funny when I haven't watched the full second one yet, but the first one is like right around the corner from my house.
No way.
I was like, oh, that's where I buy smokes.
So I was always wondering, like, what happens if they give a bad review? Like, do the owner's just gonna go there with a baseball bat or something? Like, hey, you say your pizza's good.
Yeah. Well, and I wonder if people are reaching out to him. Hopefully soon. Hopefully they gain steam. They're real new, so.
Yeah. Back to the show here. So the same thing with like viewer content. I was not looking for a lot of viewer content, just something to have fun and show my friends and all. But the funny thing is, one of the characters like that, like it's called like the Ego Cory. So it's basically the first episode. One of them was be like me interviewing me and saying, "You're only doing this because of your fucking ego, right?" It's like, yeah, you just want all the attention. It's like, yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Which is cool, yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like I gotta fucking make fun of myself somehow with this thing here. So it's like basically just all fun shit about me.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. It's
Yeah,
I
it's
think
all comedy.
we're both
like,
Geminis, so I think that we would kind of go insane if we didn't make fun of ourselves.
No, absolutely not. We need that to survive.
Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
so-
Well, I wanted to bring up as well, like you're in a new band now, right?
Yeah,
You're a
we
bass
got,
player. People don't know this. You're a bass player. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Yeah, it's funny. I have 3 bands and bass players. But well, story to that is during high school, everyone was playing guitar. And I was like, no one's playing bass. If I want to be in a band, I should play bass. So it looks like it paid off after all these years. But I'm too lazy to play guitar. But yeah, I got a new band. It's called Before I Fall. We just started up. A couple former members from various other bands. We got Emmett in there, Braden, Adam, Justin. Just guys in the music scene that we've seen. Kind of just happened. But yeah, we're just looking to get going. Something to do, you know.
Yeah.
I don't play sports, so I'll play music.
Absolutely. Oh, trust me, the football coach wanted me, man. Holy shit.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
And I was like, you guys haven't
Playing
won
hockey,
in a
but I have
while.
hands of stone. I have no playmaking abilities or anything.
Same,
That's
man.
about it.
Yeah, I would just be full concussion syndrome right now if I had played football.
That CTE stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
Watch that movie with Will Smith, and that stuff is wild.
Yeah, not it.
So-
I mean, and my knees too. My knees only pop a little bit, not like Yeah. They don't have a gritty sound to them, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm going to be turning 30 this year, so my son here is about 10 years old. So the other day, I put him on my shoulders, and he kind of gained some weight. I jumped up and jumped down, and it felt like my spine just collapsed. And I was like, oh, my back. I gotta go lay down. Then a couple days, like, what? I'm not that old.
You're lucky, man. You're lucky it didn't take you right out.
I'm too lazy, so I was just used to not having anything on there. It's not a big weightlifter. The only sports I play is golf. That's about it.
Fair enough. Nice. Well, cheers, man. Check out, what's the name of your show again? You don't know yet, do you?
It's the Cory fucking White Show. The
Cory fucking White
Cory
Show.
on the web.
I love
Spectacular extravaganza Cory White event of the year on the internet.
There
Best
you go.
show of all time. Experience. Must watch entertainment.
So hot, so fresh.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's all comedy shit. But yeah, we gotta have once restrictions go down, we gotta have you musicians taking the bus, getting beers.
I mean, I have the perfect bar for me too. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, let's do it. And then a couple other things will keep you up there. And then we gotta have you on the show, maybe in a week or two.
Anytime. I'm open. I would love nothing more.
Great.
All right. Well, thanks, Cory. Peace, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. And Friday, yeah, well, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fun. It's finally done after all this work. Like, damn it, finally. Great.
Cheers. Have a good one, dude.
You too.
That was fun. I can't listen to that. There's a slight delay, and it's like, drives me crazy. There we go. That was fun. Thanks to Cory. Good times, good conversation. And his show is actually coming out tomorrow. If you go to our YouTube page under this episode, I put the link to his profile, so you can see it tomorrow. Saturday, not Friday. All right, awesome. So, more Pizza Police. I haven't seen this one yet. I just loaded it. I haven't watched. I've seen the first 10 seconds of it.
Is not affiliated with any law enforcement agency and only handles pizza-related offenses.
Hey there, welcome to Pizza Police. We're here. It's a beautiful January winter day once again. And it's me, Norm, OG Pizza Monster. With me as always, the ill-advised, the universally despised, Chad the Reckless. We're up here in Highland Park at Villages Pizza, right on 4th Street. Alright, let's read this pizza its rights. You have the right to remain cheesy. Any sauce can and will be used against you in the court of crust. All right, Pizza Police, Kawabazunga. That's the official word of the day. Kawabazunga. All right, so you know how we do this. Score 1 to 10. All right, let's get into this. Pretty good looking slice. Yeah, it's more of a bread-like crust. Fluffy crust. I like the crust a little more nice golden brown color on the bottom, super crispy. This is a little bit lighter, but not too bad. A little skimpy on the sauce for my liking. That's not to say that it's a bad thing. But again, I'm a sauce guy. Lay it on me. Pour it on me. Pour it all over me.
Pour some tomato sauce on me. There's enough cheese on there for sure. I found this wasn't as good as some other pizzas that I've had. Still pretty nice. Really fresh. I'm going to say 6.5.
Considering the sauce, that's the only thing for me. But I'm going to say good solid pizza, 6.8.
Until next time, pizza bleak.
Because bad pizza is a crime. How, Bazanga. All right, let's... Okay, ready?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. Napkins for days. Days. Where are we right now? We're in the Northwest. What is this?
Park, I think.
4th Street? What is it called?
Highland Park.
Riley Park?
Highland Park.
Highland Park.
You can't hear through this thing.
No. This is my good ear.
Okay.
You want to try one?
Sure.
Or is that
It
good?
sounded so easy. Is that a real word?
It is a real word.
It is now.
A real word, I should say.
How many more Bazangas do we need?
Oh, yeah. Pizza Police. I got to check that one out. I've never been there. Because bad crust is a crime. Or, is that what they said? I think so. All right. I sat down with my buddy, Kasey Nolan. He's got an album coming out called The Voiceless. Real soon here. Check it out. Hi, everybody. I'm here today with my pal, Kasey. How's it going?
Yep, good. Good to be here.
Cool. We like to be the breaking news for anything Western Canadian music scene, and especially with the lockdown and not being able to do anything really as far as music goes. I wanted to have you on to talk about your new record that's coming out this Sunday, right?
What? Yes, it comes out on Sunday. Yeah.
Right on. Tell us about it.
Well, this album is called The Voiceless. It's my second full-length album. It's all instrumental fingerstyle music. So meaning like my songs have no lyrics, but each song has a theme or tells a story in its own. Like the intention with my music is that I basically want to tell stories without words. And I feel like I did a pretty good job on this album, in particular in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first one had the same idea. The first one in 2019 was called No Words Needed, which was kind of a pun to the whole no vocals thing. And also The Voiceless is another reference to that as well.
Very cool. Very cool. And you're out in Banff, correct?
Yep.
Cool. We were just talking a bit in the pre-interview. When's the last gig you did?
Oh, fuck. The last gig I did was probably in summer. Well, it was in the summer. I'd say like August or September. It was shortly after I had released the cover EP that I released in August. So yeah, it would have been about August or September was the last time I actually got to play. And then restrictions started happening more and places started saying no more music, and has kind of killed it for that.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we met. Is you're a promoter out in Banff, correct?
Yeah, I do metal and punk shows. Well, not just metal and punk, but that's what I specialize in out there. Is the like metal punk alternative promotion out in Banff under the name Beauty and Chaos Productions. Yeah, I've got haven't done that in about a year, which is really sad. Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't you put a festival together?
Yeah, the Canmore Alternative Metal and Punk Festival that we did in July last year.
19.
Yeah, 2019. Previous, we were planning the second one for July last year, and that didn't happen, unfortunately. We had such a good lineup of bands, a few awesome names from Calgary, and we were really stoked for this one, but shit happened. Obviously, everyone knows about that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just really glad it's not just the metalheads, that the whole world is locked down.
Yeah, everyone's suffering from this.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, musicians are suffering the hardest, I'd say, because we kind of rely on that extra income from our music,
Yeah, for sure. And
especially people who actually do music for a living, like I don't. I have an actual main job.
Yeah.
But for people who make music for a living and rely on it, I can't even imagine how they're suffering right now.
Yeah. Yeah, but and at the same token, we kind of work in the hospitality industry, so we've kind of been thrown under the bus too. Like, I've been out of work since all this, and you have too, right?
Yeah, I'm out. I've been out of work since December, mid-December now. Hopefully, my restaurant opens up again soon. But right now, I'm just chilling. Yeah, and it was actually the first lockdown that happened March and April, which actually was allowing me to have more time to write, and that's actually how this album came to be. Was due to the lockdown, because I was at home doing nothing but just writing music and playing video games, and I wrote a whole bunch of new songs, and they all ended up on this new album of mine.
Cool. So why don't we check out your first single here? Can you let the people know about it?
Yeah, well, my first single's up on Bandcamp right now. It's called Summer's Gloom. It's track 5 on the album. I chose this one as the single because I feel like it's a good description of my sound. No, that's not the right word.
Like a synopsis, like a general all.
Yeah, it basically it's a good idea of what my overall sound is like, but this one is it's a bit on the darker side. Everything on my first album was it was mostly major key, meant to be bit more cheerful, kind of spacey in a way. Some of it was a bit more dissonant, experimental sort of stuff, but it wasn't dark or sad or anything. But this album has more of that. I definitely took a more emotional, darker, and progressive approach with most of the material on this album, and
do you think that's sorry to cut you off? Do you think that's partly due to the lockdown?
It could be. I mean, I definitely slipped into a bit of a depressive mode during that first lockdown, and I started writing music that sort of reflected how I felt at the moment. This album definitely has some happy moments as well, but for the most part, it's darker, minor key.
Yeah.
A lot more progressive than my last album, because most of the songs on this album on average are about 7 to 8 minutes long.
Oh, neat.
The longest one is 10 minutes. I got a couple of shorter ones. The single is one of the shorter ones. That's why I chose it as the single, because most people don't want to sit through an 8-minute song for a single. It's not really single material.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, We're going to check out Summer's Gloom off the upcoming album, The Voiceless, by Kasey Nolan. We'll be right back.
you made a comment about the layering. What did you mean by that exactly?
Well, it sounded like you had like a track where you were just kind of laying sympathetic chords and then doing something over it, or was that all one performance?
That there was no layering in that song. It was all just me playing.
Oh wow, crazy!
Yeah, that's how I do it. Like I can play like like as I lay down the melody, I can play like the backing parts as well. You know.
Yeah, no, that's really cool, and
that's kind of that's kind of the thing about like fingerstyle is like, you know, like a lot of people think it sounds really cool because of like the finger techniques used to play, you know, and it definitely took me a while to sort of like develop that style and to be able to do it right. And
sure, yeah. Well, how long have you been playing?
Well, I started playing guitar in like high school. It was like that's when I first picked it up, and I played for a bit. It was more like a hobby, just like something I would do. I didn't really take it seriously. I never took lessons or anything. I just used to like dick around on the guitar. I started off electric and then moved to acoustic afterwards. Then I actually like when I was in my early 20s, I actually stopped playing for a bit. I sort of gave it up. Like I kept my guitars, but I just didn't really play them that often.
Sure.
For like about like 2 or 3 years. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't really interested in it. But then about like maybe eight years ago, so 7 or 8 years ago, I picked it up again and I started taking it a lot more seriously. So, I mean, I've been playing since I was 16, but I wasn't really like serious about it until about 7 or 8 years ago.
Sure. Very cool. And then I wanted to ask, playing in a metal band and stuff, like I'll come with a riff. I mean, Doug writes 90% of the riffs, but I'll come with one occasionally, you know, oh, this sounds cool. Try to throw it in and stuff. But being like the whole show in one, do you have a strategy when you write tunes to try to kind of fill everything up, or do you just come up with cool stuff and put it together?
That's exactly what I do. I just write what sounds good to me and I just put them together. Like, I really don't think about what other people are gonna like. You know, I just write what I like, and a lot of people seem to like my songs. You know, I do have a few songs that are a bit more like crowd pleasing, I guess you could say, but it's never really intentional. Like, I just write music that I like, and occasionally I'll write a song where I think like, I think people are gonna like this one, but it's never my intention. You know, I don't write music with that intention.
Sure, fair enough.
It just sort of happens that way. And this particular album was. It was very much just me writing what I wanted to do. Like, there was never a moment where I thought, you know, I should write a song that people are gonna like a catchy song. You know, I was like, fuck that, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This like I'm a metalhead, and this album, like, even though it's fully acoustic, the main influence for this album is rooted in progressive metal and black metal. Those are two of my favorite genres. And I think many of the metalheads listening to this album particularly will be able to hear where the inspiration comes from.
Yeah, for sure. No, I was going to mention that when you were talking about kind of the minor stuff and, you know, and progressive stuff. It's like, it's
very, very, very much metal influenced on this album. Like,
yeah, To me, it seemed like well, I know Opeth broke up, but I mean, he should be buying intros off you or something.
Opeth did not break up.
They didn't. I thought I saw they did.
No.
Oh fuck! Well, sorry, fake news.
There was a joke about that. It was literally a joke article. I saw that too.
Holy fuck! Wow.
And at first it surprised me. I was like, no, because like Opeth is one of my favorite bands, and
Sure.
they're actually like that band in particular is one of like my biggest prog influences for this album. I think a lot of people will be able to hear some Opeth in this album for sure. But yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I know, really, really good, because they're one of my favorite bands, and even though they're not really doing like metal anymore, it's what they're doing is still fucking good.
Oh yeah. Care to speak about any other influences?
Well, I mean, if you want me to actually name artists, as I said, the biggest prog influence on this album would have come from Opeth for sure.
Yeah. Right.
But there's also some very, I feel like there's some very obvious Dream Theater and Devin Townsend influence on here. Amorphous and Nagelfar for the black metal sort of side of things. I mean, like, this is not a metal album. It's an all-acoustic album. But when I say black metal was an influence, what I mean is like in the the feeling and the subject matter. You know, like I have one song in particular on the album that has a like chord progression that sounds very, very black metal, like super like dark, like almost evil in a way, and that definitely has some Nagelfar coming out in there.
Sure.
So some more like folky elements as well, like Moon Sorrow, and they've been a big influence on me for a while too. And as for like actual fingerstyle artists, Andy McKee.
Cool.
Yeah, Andy McKee, Kyle Pullen, Manelli Jamal. Those are a few names of fingerstylists that I listen to quite regularly, and they obviously play a huge influence in my playing and my writing.
Awesome. Where'd you get this? You did this out in Banff, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Speak about the process. So these were all one takes then? There's you weren't like... Did you do any cutting in, or were the whole tunes one takes?
There was definitely a lot of play apart, stop, apart, stop, cutting, editing, stuff like that.
Yeah, like, you got to do that to get it perfect. It's just,
there were a few songs that came out like I only had to do 2 takes. But the rest of them were like, there was a lot of stop, replay, a lot of me messing up in the studio and having to redo things. It was definitely an experience.
Where'd you do it at?
What?
Where'd you do it at?
I did it at Omen Studio right here in Banff. My buddy Matt Homeniuk. He's an independent producer who just does it out of his house. He's got a home studio, and so I spent 2 days tracking the album, and a few more hours in the studio doing like the editing and all that stuff.
Cool.
And then he did the mixing and mastering on his own based on some like examples that I showed him of like sounds that I like, and it just went from there. And as for the actual like recording process, like there's very minimal layering on the album. Like it's all like most of what you hear on the album is just like it's just me playing it. You know, there's no I didn't do any like harmonies or like lead like layering or anything like that. It's just how the songs go, and I purposely do that. I've thought about like adding different elements, like layering songs, but when it comes down to it, like as an artist, I don't want to record anything that I wouldn't be able to replicate live. So that's why I don't. That's why I don't really layer the stuff on the album too much. There's a couple parts where it did happen, and I think it'll be pretty obvious when you hear it. One part in particular, this wasn't intended. Matt was just having a little fun with it. There was one part of a song that I recorded, and he really liked this part, and he thought it needed a really epic string section. So he did that. He did it for fun. He didn't even tell me that he was going to do it.
Sure.
He was like, so I was just playing around, and I decided to put this epic orchestration over this one particular part. Tell me if you like it. And I heard it, and my fucking heart just dropped into my chest, and I was like, dude, that sounds amazing. So we actually put it in there.
Cool.
It's literally just for one part of one song, where you'll hear this really awesome string section come in, and I think it brings so much to that one part that I was like, all right, we're gonna use that.
Yeah. Very cool.
But other than that, it's all just it's all acoustic guitar. There's no other instruments involved. About the album as a whole, as I mentioned before, like it's completely instrumental. They have no lyrics, but the songs are meant to tell stories without words, and to take you on a journey. Like basically, let your mind just wander. Like let the song take you as you listen to it, and because whenever I write music, I always get an image in my head. As I write something, like something comes to mind, and that's like I keep going with it, and that's what the song ends up being about, or what the theme ends up being. And there are some darker themes that I
explore.
There are some darker themes that this album has as a concept, and themes involve darkness, depression, journeys, revelations, hopefulness, isolation, and escape.
Nice.
And hopefully, as a listener, you can hear that in each of the songs. They each have a different sort of tone and theme that they're meant to represent.
Very cool. I wanted to bring up too, it definitely, when I was listening to the tune there, it definitely brought me to a place, and it also made me think, what kind of guitar are you using? It sounds really good.
So that particular guitar is an Ibanez fan fret 6-string.
Whoa, acoustic?
Yeah.
Wild.
Fan fret acoustic. I found it at Axe Music in Calgary before they shut down.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, it sounds...
The only time I had ever seen a fan fret acoustic in person before that was when I saw Andy McKee perform live, and his signature guitar is fan fret. And like when I saw it, I was like, this is such a cool idea. And at first it's a bit confusing because, if you know anything about like fan frets, obviously the frets were slanted to a certain degree. And it took a little bit of getting used to, but now that I am, it's
Yeah,
It's,
kind of like
fun.
this thing. I don't know, for those, see, towards the...
Yep, that's a fan-fretted bass right there.
And then they go kind of straight right in front of you. And
Yeah,
then
they get straight in the middle, and then they
the
curve
fan
off again in
back.
the other direction. Yeah,
This is a fan fret Ibanez bass.
yeah.
Awesome.
Do you want me to whip it out and show you on the
Yeah,
camera?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that sounded really wrong. Yeah.
Well, the guitar, yes. This is quickly turned into show and tell. It's awesome.
Yeah. So this right here.
Man, I have never seen that. That is so cool.
Yep. Fan frets right there on an acoustic, just like that.
Unreal. Cool. Yeah, the bridge is
Yeah.
fan too, or
Yeah, it's-
angled as well.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I'm going for I try to go down with the band, which is kind of ridiculous. So I need the extra scale length, right? That's the beauty of the fan frets, is it gives you longer scale length on that low
Yeah.
string.
Yeah, so the entire album was recorded on that guitar.
Oh, really? Oh, very cool.
Whole thing. I didn't use any different instruments. Actually, my first album from 2019 was also recorded on that one.
Oh, very cool.
So I've had it for a while. Yeah.
Nice. Well, hey man, thanks for taking the time out and coming on here. Can let the people know when and where they can get your new record.
Well, the album is coming out this Sunday, January 31st, and I'll be releasing it on my Bandcamp. So just search Kasey Nolan on Bandcamp, and it should come out. I'm the only guy there from Banff, so you'll be able to find it on there, like on Sunday. And I will be working on releasing all of my music, this album and all my previous stuff on YouTube and Spotify as well in the coming future.
Right on.
But yeah, on Sunday you'll be able to find it on Bandcamp.
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Peace.
Peace.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, well. I need to do these more often so that I don't fuck up the tech stuff so bad. All right. Thanks, Kasey. Cheers, man. That was awesome. Really cool stuff. Best of luck with the new album. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. You know, much appreciated. And tell your friends. Let's get like 100 people on here. It'll be awesome. And then 1,000, then 1 billion, and then 1 million, and then 1 trillion. Stick around for the credits because they're really good. I spent time on these. Oh, who won the googly eyes? Nobody called. All right. We'll see you hopefully next Friday, everybody. Peace.